In the quiet orbit above Earth, the Peregrine watched over a planet that, by all Imperial reckoning, should have been unremarkable. Commander Vika 7 stood on the ship's observation deck, arms folded, reflecting on a galaxy turned upside down by the most unexpected of forces, human culture. It was a conclusion she never thought she'd reach, but here she was, in the thick of it, watching once mighty alien armadas line up to partake in Earth's endless stream of viral content. In centuries past, entire civilizations had equated power with warships, advanced weaponry, or cunning diplomacy. Yet Earth had upended that premise through memes, music videos, comedic sketches, and bizarre dance challenges. A wave of laughter and curiosity had consumed the cosmos, making it hard to recall a time when militaries led the galaxy's narrative. Dr. Kaelan Grev, seated at a terminal nearby, scanned one of hundreds of data streams pouring in from the Zythar Quadrant. He and Vika had known each other for years, working as an unlikely duo. He was a scientist enthralled by unexplored mysteries, while she was a pragmatic officer who believed in caution more than risk. They never expected that a simple mission to investigate the Quadrant's fabled forbidden sector would lead them to Earth, or that Earth's real stronghold was not brute force, but rather an explosion of content so amusing and addictive that militaristic empires lost their will to conquer. The two had spent the better part of the last month investigating how such an outcome was even possible. The deeper they looked, the more the improbable became obvious. Earth had no grand space navy, no unstoppable arsenal. Its greatest achievements had been propelled by petty dares on the internet, fleeting social media feuds, or a cheerful sense of spite that came whenever another civilization mocked something humans held dear. Each time someone questioned Earth's gastronomic fixation on pizza, humanity responded with labyrinthine logistical networks to deliver fresh pies across interplanetary distances. When an alien envoy scoffed at the cultural significance of cat videos, humans accidentally uncovered new forms of quantum data compression to share them faster. The planet's greatest leaps often began as short-lived internet challenges, overshadowing all reason with chaotic creativity. Over centuries, this pattern of improvisation and whimsy evolved, channeling human brilliance into breakthroughs that confounded even the best minds of advanced galactic powers. In orbit, Kaelan scrolled through countless video transmissions from species that once loomed large as threats. He saw the terrifying reptilian Drakari, once famed for incinerating moons with weaponized plasma, now filming comedic reaction videos to Earth's comedic sketches. He found entire confederacies that had replaced centuries of martial tradition with a newfound devotion to like, comment, and subscribe. The unstoppable wave of Earth's memes had drawn them all in, feeding an unending appetite for novelty. The galaxy was discovering that entertainment could be more captivating than conflict, that the possibility of sharing a laugh transcended the appetite for war, and that the fear of missing out, FOMO, was more potent than any blockade. Yet as time went on, it became clear that such an influence was not purely benign. A rumor began to circulate among the watchers. A faction calling itself the Meme Lords had emerged, skilled not in direct combat, but in the manipulation of memes themselves. They saw in humanity's content an unclaimed superweapon, a Trojan horse that slipped into the minds of every viewer. With enough skill, one could embed insidious messages in comedic videos, stoke division with carefully orchestrated viral campaigns, and coax entire star systems toward carefully plotted agendas. Spies whispered that the Meme Lords had infiltrated governments, commercial hubs, and the newly minted reaction channels that broadcast Earth's content across thousands of worlds. If they gained control over those networks, they would hold the keys to a propaganda engine more effective than any warship. Kaelan and Vika gradually pieced the story together. Over the last year, a suspicious pattern had formed in certain corners of the galactic datanet. Polarizing memes proliferated, each carrying a distinctive watermark, a stylized ML. Some alien societies that had once been peacefully enthralled by cooking challenges or comedic commentary began to turn on each other, spurred by half-truths and targeted disinformation. The Meme Lords deliberately harnessed Earth's unstoppable broadcast, rewriting comedic hashtags into calls for sabotage, weaving fear into comedic sketches. The masses watched, laughed, but also absorbed the underlying toxins. In quiet corners of star clusters, entire civilizations drifted toward paranoia, all the while glued to the screen, unable to resist the next big viral phenomenon. On the Peregrine, the crew's routine changed. Instead of simply studying the mania of Earth's content, they set about investigating infiltration by the meme lords. The plan required forging alliances with the strangest allies, alien influencers who had risen to prominence by enthusiastically adopting human content, from comedic dancers to interstellar cooking show hosts. If these influencers united, they might overshadow the meme lords' infiltration with an even greater flood of positivity. After all, Earth's original broadcast had succeeded by saturating the galaxy with fun, not malice. By doubling down on that chaos, the meme lords' manipulations might be drowned out and exposed. Commander Vika coordinated with these influencers, organizing them into a loosely knit coalition. They created comedic challenges that promoted unity, comedic parodies that unveiled the meme lords' rhetorical tricks, and heartwarming stories that reminded watchers of the genuine connections forged through Earth's broadcast. Freed from typical alien hierarchies of seriousness, these influencer groups embraced the plan with gusto. Their star-studded music parodies racked up billions of cross-planet views. Their comedic takedowns hammered at each meme lord's propaganda piece. Gradually, a counterwave formed, swamping the meme lord's carefully planted illusions in a foaming tide of cat memes, wholesome cooking videos, and comedic sarcasm. And yet, it wasn't enough to fully uproot the threat. As the meme lords realized the danger of this blossoming resistance, they escalated. Disturbing rumors spread that they had discovered ways to embed subliminal triggers into content, enabling them to override watchers' emotional states with timed audiovisual cues. If an unsuspecting audience engaged with a certain comedic dance video, they might find themselves compelled to share certain messages or adopt specific beliefs. Such manipulations threatened the entire premise of Earth's broadcast, the shared joy that had replaced galactic conflict. If trust in that broadcast was broken, the galaxy might revert to old habits of warfare and suspicion. This was the meme lord's final gambit, turning the unstoppable meme wave into a Trojan horse, fracturing the unified galaxy with seeds of fear. Vika and Kaelan found themselves organizing an emergency summit. Representatives came from every corner of the cosmos, from flamboyant Drakari comedic troops to solemn amphibious philosophers, from cosmic leviathans, once known for star-destroying appetites, to insectoid hives that use telepathic communication to produce reaction videos in real time. Huddled in a massive floating station near Earth, they debated strategies to counter the meme lords. The station's corridors reverberated with a babble of voices, each species stepping forward to share their vantage. Many had grown suspicious that once innocent comedic channels had been twisted into fueling local unrest. Others saw evidence of entire star systems paralyzed by conflicting streams of misinformation. The meeting felt like a cosmic meltdown of comedic extravagance overshadowed by creeping dread. To push back effectively, Kaelan concluded that the only solution lay in wielding pure chaos. He believed that if the meme lords excelled at subtle infiltration, the resistance needed to abandon subtlety altogether. They had to drown the meme lords in an onslaught of content so wild and unfiltered that any attempt to embed manipulations would be lost in the noise. The challenge, of course, was orchestrating such chaos without letting it corrode the galaxy's stability. Most battles in the cosmos were decided by rigorous strategy. Here, the plan was to let comedic anarchy reign, trusting that the meme lords, who thrived on controlling narratives, could not stand in the face of unstoppable improvisation. In practice, this meant the entire summit became a hub for co-creating unstoppable waves of Earth-inspired content. The floors of the station turned into impromptu sets for musicals, comedic skits, unexpected collaborations, spontaneous dance challenges, and cooking fiascos. Alien insectoid hives sang show tunes at frequencies beyond normal hearing. Drakari ex-generals performed comedic sketches about incompetent war councils. Eldritch beings read comedic bedtime stories in cryptic, multilingual broadcasts. So many streams went live at once that the station's data pylons nearly burned out from usage. Kaelan and Vika hoped the meme lords would not be able to respond fast enough. nor slip their manipulations into every feed. But for all the comedic mania, the meme lords didn't disappear. Countermeasures took shape in real time, with new, more cunning infiltration attempts. Among the flurry of new videos, watchers occasionally encountered short, cunningly produced clips that stoked fear of the Alliance, or spread rumors that Earth's comedic empire was about to forcibly homogenize all cultures under a single comedic regime. The meme lords designed illusions that pinned blame for any comedic fiasco on innocent creators, hoping to sow mistrust and fracture the Alliance from within. Just as Earth's comedic wave could unify, it could also amplify rumor. The battle was more an arms race of illusions than a direct conflict. By the time the summit concluded, the meme lords had stolen part of the show. They inserted themselves into comedic collaborations, morphing the content into something jarringly dark at the edges, aimed at planting seeds of paranoia. The final blow came when Kaelan intercepted transmissions indicating that the meme lords had established a stronghold at the quadrant's center, a complex known simply as the Meme Nexus. It was rumored to house advanced data servers that fed on Earth's unstoppable broadcast, rerouting it through sinister algorithms before releasing it back into the galaxy. If the meme lords could refine and mass-produce viral illusions, no comedic avalanche could outlast them. Under the weight of desperation, the Alliance decided on a bold infiltration. For the first time in cosmic history, an infiltration force would not rely on stealth suits or cunning sabotage, but on comedic infiltration. Agents disguised as comedic creators would embed themselves in the meme nexus, funneling an unstoppable onslaught of irreverent nonsense to short-circuit the meme lords' advanced manipulations. Meanwhile, a second wave of creators across the galaxy would amplify the chaos, ensuring that even if the meme lords seized control of a single big channel, it wouldn't matter. There would be tens of thousands more bombarding watchers with comedic positivity. The infiltration itself was a masterpiece of comedic subterfuge. On arrival at the meme nexus, disguised operatives introduced themselves as new recruits eager to share the latest Earth parodies. The meme lords, cunning but arrogant, allowed them to integrate into their content pipeline, seeing them as potential assets who could help refine manipulations. At first, the meme nexus's labyrinth of monitors and data towers looked unstoppable. The meme lords' lead orchestrators boasted of the code that wove subtle fear into comedic scripts, using advanced machine learning to generate near-limitless variants of each meme. They were on the cusp of mass distribution, promising to warp the entire galaxy's sense of humor into a tool for subjugation. Yet the meme lords had gravely underestimated the Alliance's embrace of total comedic chaos. Acting according to plan, the disguised operatives triggered a meltdown of sorts. They uploaded intentionally contradictory versions of comedic bits in real time. Each bit carried references so layered that even advanced algorithms couldn't parse them consistently. Instead of simple comedic sketches, they posted parodies of parodies, colliding Earth nostalgia with alien in-jokes, layering it with random dance steps that made no sense. The meme lords' manipulative scripts started producing contradictory instructions. Entire lines of code canceled each other out. Meanwhile, thousands of watchers across the galaxy spammed heart emojis, comedic retorts, or cat-themed parodies so relentlessly that the meme nexus could no longer maintain a coherent strategy. The unstoppable wave of comedic mania had become the meme lords' undoing, overloading them with an environment they couldn't manipulate with surgical precision. The final blow came when Vika, monitoring the infiltration from the Peregrine, noticed that the meme lord's private data channels flickered with error logs. She gave Kaelan a single nod. With an accomplished grin, Kaelan authorized the Alliance to broadcast a message that simultaneously blasted every known frequency. A jubilant meltdown of unstoppable comedic synergy, featuring cameo appearances by reformed Drakari warlords, eldritch cosmic horrors doing interpretive dance, cooking tutorials led by amphibious philosophers, and an onslaught of cat memes from 100,000 watchers. This chaos transmission was so vast and so varied that the meme nexus's infiltration code was rendered inert. Under the tsunami of comedic hype, the meme lords' carefully layered illusions drowned. Their stronghold lights went dark, the code meltdown sealed their fate, and the Alliance's comedic infiltration triumphed. In the aftermath, Entire star systems that had teetered on the brink of meme-lord-driven conflict breathed a collective sigh of relief. Freed from manipulative illusions, they found themselves once again enthralled by Earth's original message: creativity, laughter, and a strange sense of cosmic community that overshadowed fear. What had begun as a light-hearted infiltration of galactic culture ended up saving the cosmos from a new brand of tyranny. The meme lords, once masters of manipulation, had discovered that a comedic revolution cannot be shaped to nefarious ends so easily, especially when countless watchers actively engaged in forging new comedic materials. Chaos, it turned out, could not be harnessed by any single faction if everyone participated collectively, as the galaxy settled into a new normal. The once feared Zythar Quadrant took on a new identity. Formerly known as a forbidden region, it was now recognized as a cosmic content corridor, where the galaxy's strangest alliances gathered to produce and share comedic experiences. Reaction channels, variety shows, cooking competitions, and collaborative storytelling overshadowed any lingering scars. In a bizarre but heartfelt twist, once dreaded warlords and cosmic horrors shared the same online platforms, reacting to each other's comedic attempts. Hardly any starship patrolled space for war. Instead, fleets formed caravans traveling from system to system, filming local comedic traditions to broadcast to an eager interstellar fanbase. The comedic momentum could be chaotic, cringeworthy, or deeply touching, but always ended up forging new bonds. Kaelan and Vika, exhausted but thrilled at the result, stood once again on the Peregrine's bridge. Through the viewport, Earth shone below in serene orbit, still generating content at an unstoppable pace. Kaelan realized that in trying to uncover the quadrant's secrets, they had discovered a universal truth. In a cosmos saturated with infinite possibility, the real unstoppable force was humanity's ability to turn fleeting entertainment into cultural bedrock. All it took was enough curiosity, enough comedic chaos, and enough FOMO to unite improbable allies and bury any thirst for conquest under an avalanche of jokes. Vika, surveying the numerous transmissions filling the ship's main display, admitted that she had never imagined Earth, once deemed too chaotic to be taken seriously, would unify so many ancient and advanced species. She watched as newly minted comedic channels sprang up daily, bridging linguistic gaps with a single laugh. She also noted a rising sense of acceptance that, yes, Earth's brand of mania might occasionally spawn fiascos, but in the big picture, it propelled the galaxy toward a shared sense of wonder. War had become overshadowed by watch parties, fear overshadowed by comedic collabs, in quiet moments. Kaelan liked to remind her that this was only the beginning. The meme lords, battered though they were, might resurface in some new form, or another cunning group could try to manipulate the broadcast. But the cosmos now knew that comedic synergy outstripped any single villain's cunning. The same unstoppable wave that enthralled even eldritch horrors could also act as a failsafe against infiltration. No matter how advanced or insidious a plan might be, if the entire universe collectively embraced comedic chaos, that plan couldn't stand. In short, the comedic spirit had become an unspoken guardian of the newly minted content empire. As the Peregrine prepared for departure, transmissions from across the galaxy blossomed in a final demonstration of unity. Some star clusters shot off comedic tributes for the infiltration heroes. Others announced galaxy-wide events, from massive meme exchange festivals to enormous cross-species philanthropic drives, funded by the unstoppable revenue from reaction channels. The synergy between comedic mania and altruism was mesmerizing. In a swirl of comedic positivity, even the concept of malicious infiltration dimmed. And in that swirl, the entire galaxy kept pressing subscribe, enthralled by the next big broadcast from Earth. Kaelan and Vika said a silent farewell, departing Earth's orbit to continue charting the rest of the quadrant, well aware that their role in the comedic revolution had earned them near-legendary status among watchers. They left behind a cosmos at peace through the power of unstoppable content. A cosmos that, for the first time in millennia, was not shaped by lines on star maps or looming dreadnoughts, but by the irrepressible laughter of countless beings discovering that the strangest, strongest bond emerges when everyone hits share on the same cosmic joke.